Okay. Welcome to the Artist Academy podcast, a place where we focus on the business side of art to help you attract more customers, increase profits, and ultimately live a life of creativity and financial freedom. I'm your host, Andrea Earhart, and this week's episode is the first of many solo episodes that you're about to experience for the remainder of the year. I'm going to be testing out an approach of giving you one solo episode per week that is brand new, while also bringing back an interview each week that I did with a guest way back when. So, like 3 years ago, usually. So, you're going to be getting one solo episode a week, brand new, and then an old interview that I did a while ago, which you probably forgot about. And I know this because I was listening back to some of the interviews to find out which ones are the really good ones that give the best advice. And I was listening back to some of them. I'm like, I don't remember this person saying that. This is really good. Or, oh, wow, they were so funny. I forgot about that. Like, there's so many things that our brains just forget. Mine, anyway. And so I'm going to be bringing them back. But so why am I doing this? I'm doing this because I had this thought, because I have more energy now and I'm ready to give it my all for the rest of the year. And I'm kicking my butt into gear in my painting business. And I'm going to kick it into gear within the Artist Academy podcast and membership and everything too. So it's just, I'm going to go full out for the rest of the year and then take a break over Christmas and probably then go full out for the remainder of the year and next year. That's my outlook right now. And my way to do that with you is to give you 2 episodes a week. And so my energy is super high right now, and I am a big believer of feeding off of other people's energy because I practice that myself by listening to other podcasts. And there's just some podcasters that I really resonate with, and I'm like, oh my gosh, like they sometimes they give like, good advice or whatever. They talk about something, but it's the energy that I get from listening to these people. It could be completely off topic from art business. And I come away with this thinking, heck yeah, I'm going to do this or make a sale or promote or I go paint and like, yeah. So while my energy is super high, I am batch recording some of these podcast episodes to give it out to you. Because now is the time to put your head down or up, whatever you want to think about it, and promote like you have never promoted before in your art business. And if you need more borrowed energy, if these 2 episodes a week is just not enough for you and you're thinking, I need a little bit more strategy. I want to listen to more things. I'm on board with you. I want to make this quarter and next year just the best, like, let's fucking go, like energy. And I want to know how to promote, sell, email, everything. I have a roadmap for you within the academy. It's called the fourth quarter success plan. And I have it's this thing where I created and I've been adding to for 5 years now. So I started doing this 5 years ago. And every year I make it a little bit better and a little bit better. And I update it with the latest email templates that I use to promote this or that. And it's basically a roadmap step by step to show you how I navigate the holidays, what I promote and when I do holiday window painting, when I do prints, when I do this and that. And like I said, it's been very manicured over the last few years, and I'm using it again this year, and I'm going to be adding to it again this year, live in real time as I promote this new product that I'll talk to you about in a second. I'm going to be promoting that one this year, and I'm so excited because I love to be creating new things, right? I'm always like, it's very hard for me to show up and just do the same thing all the time. I'm like, let's do lettering today. Let's do murals today. I'm going to talk about our business today. Like this, let's do something different. and there's good and bad to that. I have found that I am just starting to be okay with it. I am a jack of all trades. I like to do a bunch of different things instead of a master of one, which has a lot of perks to it, and it's really tempting to just find a niche and stick to it because that's what the cool artists do, and, like, I would get really good at it and maybe draw like, there's so many benefits to it, but I have just come to terms with I can't do it. I am not a one niche artist. I am not a do one thing all the time type person. So anything that I do, I put in the academy and you can learn from the many things like murals, prints, all the stuff. So go in there. It's artistacademy.co and you can learn about all the ways I have made money in my art business, mostly through murals, but also selling these products that I'm about to share with you. So on the today's topic of eliminating indecisiveness, how do we do that? Especially with myself. I have a list of things that I want to do that I'm going to do. I'm probably going to do most of them anyway, of paintings that I want to try and things that I want to put out. And I'm like, what do I want to do first? And lately I've had this idea. We were actually on a Artist Academy virtual meetup call, which we have them every single Monday. And I get on and I talk to Artist Academy people that are in there. Usually we have like 10 people who show up a Monday, not a ton. And I wait for them to ask their questions and I answer them and we all talk. And then one artist recently, Elaine, she was talking about one One artist, particularly Sarah, we were talking about this new app that she found that she's using to create sketches of things, like take paintings and automatically make it into sketches. Like, thank you, AI. Right. And I just, I had this idea in the back of my head. I've always wanted to make a coloring book. And she showed me this app, it showed me how easy it was. And I was like, ding, ding, ding. I I've gotta do this. I wanna take some paintings that I have made, put it in the app, and then make a coloring book out of it. So right when we were on the call, everybody was talking, I downloaded the app and I tested it out. And I said, "Wow, this stuff works." I'm gonna need to edit it just a little bit because AI is not perfect, but this is gonna save so much time and I could possibly make a coloring book out of it. And I was talking to them about it and what it would look like and just all the different ways to go about it. And so this is my new thing. I've had in my brain for a minute. And I made a couple coloring book pages and I have a couple different ways it could go. Maybe I could put the original art on the coloring book page too. That way people could see what it originally looked like and then they could color it and like, wait, what should I do for the background? I don't know. And then finally I was like, do I want to take the time to do all of this? It's not going to be a ton of work like it would be completely writing a new book and making something and selling it, but it's going to take time. Like it's going to take a full day at least for me to figure out how to put this, how to put it on Amazon, how to all the things, make a cover for it. And it sounds fun, but do I want to waste my time with this? Because I have been burned in the past with making products and then doing a pre-order for it, or sorry, not a pre-order, a like putting it out for people to order and then nobody orders it. Or I have like five the people order it, but I have an inventory of 100 and I'm like, crap. This idea that I thought was so great, maybe enough people don't want it, or maybe the price is wrong. Maybe I don't know. And I've just been burned by it. So I'm like, no, I don't know. Like I have all these ideas, but I don't know if I'm going to do them. So I just said, heck with it. I'm going to start polling people. And that is tip number one of eliminating indecisiveness is poll your audience. Ask people, do you want to buy this? So easy. So I did the shy version of this first, right? So my shy version is I put it on Instagram and my Instagram story and I made a poll on my story, right? Not even a post, but just a story. And I said, if I made a coloring book out of my alphabet animal series that I spent so long doing at the beginning of the year, mind you, if I made a coloring book out of this, would you buy it? And I put a poll up on my story, and I think I had like so I screenshot how many people did it. So everybody that said yes, I think it was like 20 people that said yes. But I know in the past from asking people this, some people just click yes just to be nice. So I was like, okay, 20 people. I don't know that I'm going to go and make time for this if 20 people are going to buy this. And then maybe half of those people are going to buy it. Maybe. And some of you might be like, heck yeah, 20 people said they'd buy something, done. Like I'm gonna do it today. But that's just not enough. I can go out and make $1,000 in a day doing murals. Easy. And so spending time on these smaller projects, I don't know. It's just it's got to be pretty fun for me to do it. So, but I've always wanted to do a coloring book anyway. Like, okay, maybe. And then I had this thought yesterday. I said, what if I just ask Facebook? And so I took a couple coloring pages, and having images is huge tip in this. You can't just ask somebody, "Hey, if I made this, would you buy it?" Like, create a test page. Create a cover photo, what something that a sketch, something. It's like selling a mural to a customer, right? Hey, do you want to buy this? Like, show me. Show me a little bit of what it might look like. So I took a couple pages, I put A, B, and C. They were super cute. I'd spent no time on them because the AI app did it for me. So I literally just copied and paste 3 images online on Facebook, say, hey, if I made a coloring book out of this, would anybody buy it? Fully expecting not a lot of response. Truly, because I didn't get a ton from my Instagram. My Instagram's larger, like 1,000 people saw my Instagram story and 20 people said yes. So I was like, eh. But I really wanted to make a coloring book. So I put on Facebook, and the response that I got kind of blew me away. I had 30 comments on there of people not just saying, yeah, that looks cute. They said, yes, I would love this. My kid loves to color. Oh my gosh, that'd be so cute. Like, and I was like there were lots of exclamation points. And I was like, oh, okay, great. Great. Okay. And so those comments are going to be there forever. So you better bet that when I go make this thing and I put in the hours to do it and I get the Amazon link, I am going to comment on each one of those comments and say, hi, I'm so glad that you're interested in it. I actually made this. Let me know what you think. Comment, 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 like not just one comment, not just one post. I'm going to reply to each comment of everybody who commented on my thing and say, here's the link. I'd love to know what you think. Here's the link. I'd love to see photos of your kid coloring it if they said that in their comment, something. Uh, yeah, that's happening. This is it. So, and that happened because I just pulled my audience. So simple. I think so many times I get in my own head, especially I think you get in your own head. Everybody does it. And we're like, what should I do? What should I do? Just ask people, what do you want? Who wants this? And I don't know, hundreds of people that saw that post and kept scrolling, they don't want it. I don't have to bug them. But I am going to bug the people who said they wanted it. Because, yeah. So the next thing, I wasn't sure on exactly how to make the pages. Like I said, I wasn't sure whether to include a an original photo of the painting with it at the bottom right so they could see it or not. And so I just posted that in the comments. I said, okay, great. Sounds good. Would you want it to look like this or would you want it to look like that? And everybody wanted it to look like that. They wanted it without the original painting. Great. That saved me a huge headache because I was probably going to do the other way because I like my art and I want them to see the original version. And I thought maybe it would be fun to have a reference photo, but everybody else said, no, we don't want the reference photo. If we needed it, we can go on your site and find it, but we want to create our own. We want to paint that balloon animal blue, not pink. I'm like, okay, great. So just in that, I'm going to get more sales. I feel like because I asked people what they wanted and I didn't just assume that what I wanted, because I'm not, well, okay, I am going to buy this and I am going to force my son to color in it so that I can have photos and so that I'm just going to force him to love it because his mom made it. So I am going to use it, but it's everybody else they're going to buy way more than I'm going to buy. So it's really up to them. And so Is there something, and I ask you, is there something that you've thought about putting out that maybe you're not sure, or you're not sure how it's gonna go? Maybe just give an example photo. Do not just post a words online and say, "Hey, I think I'm writing a book. What do you think?" Like, no, what is it gonna be about? What is your painting series gonna be about? We just finished the Series 6 challenge where we created 6 paintings in 6 weeks. That's a really good one to, if you wanna start, you could totally start a Series 6 challenge for the rest of the year, and or 2 of them, whatever. How ambitious are you feeling? But ask your people, "Hey, I did this series a while back, and I did this other series. What do you like?" Like, whenever I first started painting really colorfully, and I feel like I was kinda groomed by, painting for Bass Pro Shops back in the day where everything was brown and gray and very natural, and there was no rainbow colors ever. I was like, "Okay, this is what a professional artist looks like." But inside of me, it was just like, "But I wanna paint a rainbow zebra, not a normal zebra." So I painted the normal zebra, and then I painted the rainbow zebra, and I posted it online, and I said, "Hey, which one do you prefer?" Fully expecting people to say, "I like the original one. You look like a child posting the rainbow zebra." But no, no, they posted, and like, it was pretty even, I'd say. Like, there's about 50% of people like the original and 50% of the people liked the rainbow one, which, I mean, either way, like, I was happy with it. I just wasn't I was happy that nobody was telling me, that my new way was stupid, or that it was just, I was like, "Okay, great. I have an audience for both." Then really, like, if you talk to people that, I mean, half people you meet are probably gonna like more colorful things, and then half the people you meet are probably gonna like more neutral things. Normal, right? But it's just, I had to do that poll to figure out that it was okay to do exactly what I wanted to. And anyway, I know that so a lot of this is, polling your audience is asking for outside clarification, and, like, people to tell me that it's okay, and then I should probably be telling you that, just look inside yourself and, create the art what you wanna create, and there's definitely room for that. Like I said, I've always wanted to do a kids coloring book, and I've always wanted to paint a rainbow zebra and all the things. It just, there is something for that, but if you're wanting to make money right now and you're wanting a for sure customer, asking people if they're gonna buy it, huge. So, also, I would say, realistically, asking your audience if they're gonna buy something, if you have 100 people that say yes, I'd say less than 50% are actually going to buy it. Less. It's just, that's just it. They're gonna either change their mind or something, or they're gonna forget, or it's just not gonna be super important to half of them for whatever reason beyond our control. So I just being okay with that. Any number that I get, any amount of comments that I get, okay, split that in half, and then that's my expectation for people to actually buy it. So, just to save you a little bit of heartbreak, because I've been through that heartbreak of like, but she said she loved it. Why doesn't she want it? I don't understand. Like, yeah, we've been there. However, another disclaimer, if if you're doing this for yourself, that you don't have to ask, for audience participation. If you're wanting to make a sale, you do. But I'm also doing this children's book on the side, and I am not asking people, like, "Hey, would you want the main character to be a zebra or an elephant?" Like, no, I'm doing what I want because it's fun for me and I want to create a children's book, but and I know people are gonna buy it, but buying it is not necessarily my super end goal. My end goal with this is I want to say I am an author and illustrator of a children's book and have that on my in the stack of books that my son has, and I read him those stories at night. Like, that's what I really want from it. Sales are great on top of it, but that is my main goal. However, making a coloring book, I was like, not as big of a deal to me as, like, writing and illustrating a full children's book. To me, a coloring book is a bit of the easy way out of saying, "Hey, I have a book." You know what I mean? So, I'm not gonna feel as fulfilled with this coloring book. It's still, like, marking something off the list, and I wanna make sales now. So, that's a bit of the comparison. I think just sitting myself down and being honest with myself about all of that and figuring out all of that and why I wanna do it is all has a play in this too. But other ways that you can poll your audience, you can do the ways that I did. You can do it through your email list because anybody that's signing up for your email list is a full-on customer. So if you don't wanna blast it on Facebook or Instagram and people that, might not buy from you, your email list is a list of people who have said, "I am interested in possibly purchasing something." So email list is a big thing, or, just direct messaging people who have bought from you in the past, possibly maybe something similar. Say, "Hey, I was thinking about doing a children's book. Would you be interested in this?" I'm a little bit less into the direct message thing because that does get a bit MLM salesy. But if you know the person, so there's a person, my she's actually my first grade teacher, so she's one of my biggest fans, and she says so on Instagram, Facebook. I would message her and say, "Hey, I'm thinking about doing this book. Do you have some suggestions of ways to make it better?" And that's how I would more so do that. Not like, "Hey, do you wanna buy this?" That might be a little eh. But my first grade teacher actually did give me a really good suggestion of how to make it better and something to add to it that I am 100% gonna use. So just talking to people, talking it out. There's so many times where I just talk it out to my husband and he doesn't say a word, and I'm just like he'll nod his head like, "Okay, yeah," and I'm like, "Okay, great. Thank you for giving me permission. Okay, I'm gonna do this." He's like, "Anyway, okay." Talking it out with myself and just with anybody who will listen that is gonna give a critical, just any kind of input. And I I really love to give my honest truth to people, even if it's hard to hear sometimes. So when somebody asks me, I love it. I'm like, please tell me to tell you what to do. Please. So that's why I love the academy so much. So I'm like, don't do this, do that. Okay. Like, do or don't do this, do that. Okay. And another question to ask is pricing. And nobody wants to we all like to be like, "Okay, what am I gonna charge for this?" And I think there is definitely something of we know what we wanna charge, right? We know what we want. But there's also, what is the market for this? I really would love to charge 2,000, or sorry, $20,000 for every single mural I do, but is the market for that in small town Springfield, Missouri? Probably not. Now, what is the market for a coloring book? And so I went to Amazon and I searched and saw a bunch of different stuff, and I saw a variety of things. I saw one 100-page coloring book for 5.99, and I was like, "No, no, I cannot charge that. No, I would make nothing." And so in finding out what this price is, there were some that were more with less pages and whatnot, but if I'm just looking in the depths of my soul, like, I know that I wanna charge $12 for this coloring book because I know that I'm gonna make about 50% on that, and even that is so low. Like, it's so low, it hurts because it's like I said, I make $1,000 a day minimum doing murals. So having that, knowing that this price is gonna be that, I'm just like, "Okay, whatever." Like, "It's fine. This is something I wanna do." Apply like, I know I have some buyers, and so and also, you never know. You never know when something like this can take off, and I might get several $6 sales a day for the next few years on Amazon. I don't know. I'm being skeptical. Or sorry, I'm being optimistic here. So figuring out the price. When it comes to price, that's when I would have those side messages with people. So I haven't done this yet, but I'm going to because I know that I want to charge $12, but I don't know, I just wanna like run this by somebody, and I think it's so, so, so important to talk to somebody outside of your significant other, like, about what the price should be, because love my husband, but he has no idea what art costs. He has no idea. He has a very different outlook on money than I do, than you do, and so I wanna get a variety of people telling me, "Hey, I like this price, I like this price," and then just mesh it together. It's so important when talking to price about price and other things to people that you get a variety of things. So I'm gonna go and I'm gonna message my first grade teacher. I'm gonna go and message a customer who's bought from me before. I'm gonna talk to my husband. I'm gonna talk to a couple of my friends. I'm gonna talk to people who have children who would buy this. And what I'm gonna ask them is, I'm floating around the idea of charging $12 for this, and just to be, completely, upfront, it's gonna be about 50% of that is cost. I know because I've gone through the Amazon process before, and so what I might also ask a couple people, after if they're super open to this, this pricing talk, be like, "Hey, can I just ask, like, what is your price where you would look at this and say, 'Oh my gosh, heck yeah, without a doubt, I'm clicking buy no matter what.' What is that price?" And for some people, it might be $7, and for some people, it might be $12. For some people, it might be $3. Like, I just wanna know, and then I wanna ask them, "Hey, what is the price that you would look at this and say, I'm probably still gonna buy it, but I'd maybe have to think about it,' or, 'Ah, that's a little steep.'" I wanna know what your "That's a little steep" number is. Is it $25? Is it what is it? Just be open with me, and just and some of these and I might even send a voice message to these people just so they can hear my tone, or some people I don't know, I'm just gonna experiment with this, and I encourage you to experiment with this too. So, what I'm getting with this is, like, I'm not just, in my own head figuring out what to do, what to price, how to put it, everything myself. This is we are in a commission business, typically. I paint murals for other people, so I'm really used to asking for feedback. So I'm taking this into something that I want to create that is not necessarily, custom commission, but I think there is so much benefit in asking people what they think and asking a variety of people what they think and then putting something out, because then you feel even better about it, right? If I have talked to so many people and I understand what everybody's limiting price is, what they think this is worth, like a variety of people, I'm gonna feel so good putting it out there, looking like it does, at the price that I put it at, like, without a doubt. And because there's nothing worse than putting something out, like me trying to put this coloring book out for $25 and nobody buying it and saying, "Just kidding, guys, it's actually $12." Um, no. Um, that's the thing you don't wanna do. You can always raise your price later, but it's really hard to come down later. It's just working the other way. So I've been always been really cautious about pricing too high, while also not pricing so low that I don't even really care about selling it, right? It's not a big deal to me. I'm never gonna post about it because I'm only making $6 on this, so you know what I mean? Like, it's gotta be worth it to me in some way for me to post about it and be proud of it, but it's also can't be completely out of rank. Like, I have those commission requests and like just I have those prices that are way out of the box for a lot of people. Those are murals and custom commissions, right? So with this, I'm looking for the bottom of the barrel people, the stay-at-home moms, the sorry, stay-at-home moms, I don't know, the single mom, I don't know. Like the people who are on a tight budget. I want to reach them. I want to reach them with these. The people who would never ever be able to create a custom like commission a custom commission from me, whatever. Pay the higher ticket. I want I I want them. I want the people who eh, these are the people who have seen my stuff all year, can't afford it, don't even want to reach out, but hey, I can click buy on this Amazon coloring book and then I have something from her and they're gonna yeah. That's what I want. Okay. Another thing, eliminating indecisiveness within yourself. I'm so freaking indecisive. Like whenever whenever my husband's like, "What do you want to eat tonight?" And like, "I don't know." Just give me some options. And then he did this the other day and he's like, "Do you want this or this?" I'm like, "Yeah, this or okay, yeah, I want that." But trying to get it out of me, no, it's not happening. So- and but the questions that I ask myself pretty often whenever I am deciding what to do next and deciding what to focus on. So, hey, like, what am I going to focus on this month or this week or next year? Or if you're not sure what you should focus on in your art business because you have so many things that you want to do and you're also a jack of all trades or you want to be, and I think there's some kind of just gem in the idea of having having one thing that's the main thing, right? Like murals are my main thing. And then also having these other things that are fun that I can put out that are new, but aren't really my main thing. Like this is going to be fun for a month during the Christmas season. I can sell it. Mind you, I'm also for sure 100% putting this out because we are approaching the perfect time to sell something like this. Like this is going to be a stocking stuffer. That is how I'm going to promote it. And so asking yourself though, like, is this the time to make this thing? Is this the right time? And if it's something like prints or custom and commissions, now is the right time. But if you're saying, hey, is now the right time to do murals? I would say abso-freaking-lutely, because right now is we're coming up on window painting season, and window painting season, it's the Christmas is insane, but you can also get fall and so Halloween, and then you go into I don't know if people really do Thanksgiving, all that some people do, but Christmas, if you start now and you really wanna do murals, that is the thing to do. We work through this in the fourth quarter success plan. I show you exactly how I paint my windows and how to go and pitch your window art to get just full this holiday season. I teach it all inside the academy. Go to artistacademy.co for fourth quarter success plan. It's all in there. How to get started with murals right now or how to do prints right now. But the question I ask myself all the time is this the right time to do this? Either one that I want to do, whatever one I want to focus on. But as we're approaching the end of the year, we're going to be doing like putting our numbers together and figuring out, okay, where have I made the most profit? And that is where you find what you should focus on next. What have you made the most money on this year is how you're going to figure out how to make more money next year, is by doubling down on whatever you did this year. So murals are my thing. I've made by far the most money on murals than I have had anything else this year. So I'm going to be doubling down on my murals next year. But specifically, what murals? And I was having a really good chat with a friend here recently. And I was going through this thing. I was like, I want to do this. I want to do that. And I was like, you know what I really love? The other day, I got paid $2,200 for 6 hours of work painting a logo on the side of a building. That's really my bread and butter. And she goes, why don't you just focus on that? And I was like, why are you so right? Why are you Yeah, I literally just told you this is one of my favorite things to do, and I almost told her in secret. I was like, "Actually, I just got paid like $2,200. I spent only 6 hours." Like, it was amazing. She's like, "Do more of that." Like, "Yeah, hold on. Let me go figure out." And we just brainstormed, like, maybe I could run ads to businesses, with pictures and videos of me painting logos. She's like, "Yeah." Like, that's a great idea. Why did I think of that? Like, I kind of did, but I just like I said, we were bouncing ideas off of each other. That's how it happened. And I was talking to somebody who, she is very smart, not in painting. She has a whole different business. And I'm like, "Huh, you wanna talk once a week? Okay, thanks." Like, let's just revisit this. And so you know what I'm also doing? I'm updating her. "Hey," like, I just sent her a snap. I was like, "Hey, you remember that one chat we had? So because we had that chat, thank you so much for that. I'm doing this." And I'm not gonna tell you what I'm doing or exactly how I'm doing it. I say that for the Artist Academy. Okay, thanks, bye. Like, no, for real though. I have a certain process that I'm doing right now to focus on that. And exactly, not just running ads to businesses, but certain specific ways. And I save that for the Artist Academy. So if you want it, go inside of the artistacademy.co and it will be inside of our fourth quarter success plan showing you exactly how I am going to get more business that I love and I think it's easy next year. So there we go. Okay, so just that's all I have for you today, but a couple other things. I'm like, "That's all I have for you." By the way, I lied. Just there's other stuff too, but I I have some upcoming birthday specials. So my birthday is October 18th, so middle of the month, and that full week, I'm gonna be promoting 35% off because 'cause I'm gonna be turning 35, the Artist Academy membership for 1 year, so 1 full year, and if you're a current member, you can totally upgrade and get the percent off. I I haven't done this. I don't know that I haven't done this ever. Ever to do something quite this discounted ever. And I'm also offering 35% off lifetime membership of the Artist Academy plus coaching with me for the year. The whole year. So that's upcoming. Just want to let you know. Also, I just recorded the Mural Meetup podcast um last week. So if you are all interested in joining me in Costa Rica or Tulum, Mexico, or St. Croix, the Virgin Islands, or Barcelona, or any of these fun places for a mural meetup to expand your brand, paint a mural in a fun location, learn something new like spray painting, technical painting, airbrush, all the fun things, go to the link in here. I believe it's artistacademy.co/meetup. So artistacademy.co/meetup, and you will see all of the info there. If you're an Artist Academy member, it is available for you to book now. You get early booking if you're a member. If not, November 1st, it will open up to everybody else. And yeah, I'm so excited to be painting in all these different locations in 2025, starting in January, and I want you to come with me. And so if you are interested in painting and learning and feeding off of my energy even more in person, I would love to have you. So that's all the fun stuff that's coming up. Let me know if this episode gave you more energy. I'm polling my audience right now. I'm like, do you like this? I'm batch recording a bunch of episodes, so I hope you do because you're gonna get more of it. So let me know if you are appreciating any of the episodes that I'm about to put out twice a week. It's more work. I know that we're not like re-recording another, but I'm still taking time to like put out even more. So I would appreciate if you messaged me and told me that it was helpful. That motivates me to keep going. So pulling my audience, yeah, I do it with this. I do it with my art business. There's just, you can't go wrong in asking people what they want. They'll tell you. Most people. Like, I live in the Midwest where people are super, super, super nice, like almost to a fault. I'm like, no, tell me the truth. Like, so tell me the truth. Do you like it? What do you want? I'll do it. I will give it to you. So yeah. Okay. That's all I have for you this week. I will see you next week for another solo episode. And then in a few days, I'll give you another um interview, but have a great week.